say, you say. So if I sit down, I think I will be done because you've really given the right advice. And they say that the sharp and the wise will always grasp what is for the wise. I want to believe that you got your message well delivered at home. So maybe just to introduce myself, my name is Peter Musei. Only simply means one or of. That is according to the Maasai people. I am from the Ma community, and my brother Garan said that I am an Nylon. Yes, I am plain nylon, an original one. The only problem is I'm not tall. Not sure why. And together with me is my beautiful wife. She's there. I will request her maybe just to stand and wave. So the ladies from the Nylon communities, you're well represented from the Ma community as well. Right, so I am the chairman of the board of directors of Consolidated Bank. And I happened to have met my friend Garan several years ago when I was doing campaigns in Kajiado North for a parliamentary seat. The young man was so active and he was so vigorous, really campaigning for me, seriously campaigning for me. And I had a very special team that was well coordinating and doing the strategy work. And at one point I had to ask, who is this young man who speaks so well? I was so concerned because I didn't hear him at any one time speaking any Swahili word. So he was only addressing the people in English. That is how our relationship began. I must say that sometimes age difference doesn't make any difference at all. What matters are the relationships that we build. Since then up to date, we've been tagging each other along. The other day when I was appointed by the president to chair the board of Consolidated Bank, he was all over, standing by my side and walking along together with me. I must appreciate the fact that you've brought me this far. That again today I have met another community that I will be proud to be associated together with. Why don't we clap? So I think I will not say much, and more so to the new leadership, but just to say congratulations once again. And I will only tell you to take serious heed of the advice that you've been given by my brother. Leadership is simply a service. It's not a favor. It is just a service to humankind. This is the much that you can do to yourself and to the people that have elected you. But I would like to pose a challenge, considering that you are from South Sudan. 1.5 years ago, 2 years ago, if I'm not wrong, I went to Argentina. Argentina is in South America. And I stayed there for a couple of weeks. And when I was coming back, when I was checking out at Buenos Aires at the airport, one person, one attendant reminded me that when you leave, or rather when you exit the airport, back to your homeland, please do not carry back our money. They call them pesos. Don't carry back our pesos. I never understood why, and it wasn't adding up. Well, I had quite a number of these lots of pesos in my pockets. And of course, I went to the counter at the airport and exchanged them with euros and others with dollars. I really never understood the concept. Why should I not go back with the pesos? By coincidence, I still had others, few of those notes at the back of my pocket. And I remember I was connecting my flight from Buenos Aires to Netherlands, that's Amsterdam. So when I was in Amsterdam, I happened to see that I'm still carrying some pesos. So I decided that I'm going to walk to the nearby bank that is still within the airport, that is in Netherlands and Chile. So I walked to the nearby bank, and when I placed the notes on the table, on the counter, the attendant, of course, showed a sign that she's not comfortable with the room. notes that I had placed. And she told me that when you are sitting with this, you can even be arrested because you're supposed to have left this back in Argentina. And so I kept the money back in my pocket. I brought them to Kenya, of course. I still have them to date, and I have nothing to do with them. What message exactly am I trying to deliver? East or west? Home is always best. You could be on your comfort zone. You could be having all. You could be happy. But east or west? Remember where you came from. You came here because of a purpose. Can you also purpose to deliver the purpose back home and make it a purpose? I do not want to sound a little bit harsh, but I just want to be very practical with all I'm going to tell you. Kenya will never be your home. South Sudan will always be your home. Kenya is your home. Just like myself when I was there, I had all the pesos. I used it. First, I enjoyed, I had every fun. I went to northern Argentina, bordering Chile, bordering Santiago, that is on the farthest north. I had all the fun. Used all the money. Took the best rides, the best flights connecting all the money. But when I was living at the airport, they told me to leave their what? Their pesos there. I don't know how you take this story. As a community, congratulations once again for coming together as a community. But it will be more important, more important, if your unity becomes a unity of a purpose. Beside education, beside other objectives that you have, the wonderful leadership that you have, broaden up. We have short-term objectives, we have long-term objectives. Broaden up. Broaden up your objectives. Don't limit to what you're doing here. Expound it further and look at it at a bigger picture. Tomorrow we want to have this sitting, this celebration in South Sudan. And finally, the Bible talks about, for those who are Christians, and I want to believe that majority of you are, the people that we call them the Pharisees. The Pharisees in the Bible were called the Pharisees because they could see far. That's why we call them the Pharisees. Pharisees were the wise men, and anything that they ever wanted to do, they will go to the Pharisees for consultations. But the Pharisees had one big challenge, big challenge. They could never, ever believe unless they see miracles. They couldn't believe unless they see a miracle happening. They would never, ever believe. To the wise men that were elected, you are the Pharisees. Don't be guided by miracles. Be guided by the servantship in you, so that you may give the best to the people that gave you that opportunity. I will extend my invitation to the leadership. I want to invite you to my office in Consolidated Bank for a cup of tea. From there, we can always see what is this that we can do together. I want to believe that there are many things that we can put our heads and do together. What it is, I don't know, but you know it better. I always like saying that you can be a very good storyteller, but you can never tell a story that you don't know. About what you need to know, you know it best. I will be willing to work together with this community. Number one, I am an island like you. Number two, you had invited me because you wanted me to be with you. And because I was invited, then I'm inside house. Those of the same opinion say aye. Aye. And the ayes have it, isn't it? And finally, may God bless you. I am really happy, and I do not take this for granted to be here this evening. May God bless you so much. I'm looking forward for many other engagements in relation to this. God bless you. God bless you all. Thank you so much.